Hello there, and welcome to Fright Street. This is another scary story. The last house on Briarwood Lane had been empty for almost 10 years. Everyone in town knew about it, but no one really talked about why. It just sat there, windows dark, paint peeling, the yard completely overgrown. If you drove by at night, you'd swear something or someone was standing in the second floor window. But during that day, it looked totally abandoned. As usual. Last October, my friend Mark dared me to go inside. We were filming a small YouTube video for fun. Nothing serious, just exploring creepy places and the like. Around town. The Briarwood house seemed perfect. It looked scary, but also harmless enough. At least that's what we thought. Little did we know how wrong we were. The front door was already half opened when we got there. Even though the wind was completely still, the hinges made this long, dry creak whenever we pushed it wider. Inside, the air smelled stale, like dust and old wood. My phone flashlight barely lit the hallway. The weird part was how normal everything looked. The furniture was still there, a couch, a small coffee table, even a lamp in the corner. That's weird, I said. It didn't look like a place that had been abandoned for a decade. It looked like someone had just left it. People definitely come here, Mark whispered behind me. That's when we heard the first noise. It came from upstairs. A slow step, then another. We both froze. Probably raccoons, Mark said quickly, but he didn't sound convinced. He sounded more shocked than anything. The stairs creaked loudly as we climbed them. Every step echoed through the house. Boom, boom, boom. At the top of the stair, there was a narrow hallway with the doors opened wide. All of them were open except one at the very end. That door was closed, and something about it felt wrong. As we stood there, the doorknob slowly turned. Neither of us touched it. The door creaked open with 2 inches. I remembered Mark whispering, Did you just see that, dude? Before I could answer, the door suddenly slammed shut so hard the whole hallway shook. We ran. Halfway down the stairs, we heard footsteps again. This time, they were running so fast we could hear them right behind us. But that didn't make any sense. We had just come from upstairs, and clearly nobody was there. We burst out the front door and didn't stop until we were halfway down the street. When we finally caught our breath, Mark checked the video he had been recording the whole time. At first, everything looked normal. Us walking in, exploring, climbing the stairs. But when we looked at the camera, when it was pointed down the hallway, right before the door moved, something else appeared in the frame. At the end of the hall, standing beside the closed door, a tall shape, almost like a person, was standing completely still in the way of the view of the camera. The strange part was neither of us remembered seeing it, but the worst part was the final seconds of the clip. Right after we started running down the stairs, the camera swung back toward the hallway for just a moment. The door was open, and the thing that had been standing beside it was now standing in the hallway, watching us leave. Even now, when I drive past that house, I still check upstairs by the window, because sometimes, just for a moment, it looks like someone is still standing there. If you like this scary story, please consider subscribing and liking. It would mean a whole lot, and thank you so much for staying tuned to listen to this scary story. Thank you.